Welcome to the video that could change your life. Please watch all the way to the end so you can find out how I earn a six-figure income, that's over 100,000 a year, working from here, my beautiful villa in Spain. The reason that you're watching this clip is because either me personally, one of the managers on my team worldwide, or one of their team or my team has invited you to look at the opportunity that we have for ordinary people to live extraordinary lives by working from home in health and nutrition under the umbrella of a phenomenal American company. It's something that somebody invited me to look at 3 years ago. My life has changed massively in those 3 years. I'm now earning from this job, if you can call it that, in excess of 100,000 a year. And I want to tell you how you can replicate my success and become part of something that's really quite special. So what I'm going to do actually, because I get to choose who to work with and how I want to work really. I've been filming these clips all day for various different subjects, team trainings and so on, and I'm getting a little bit bored now, sitting in this office on my own. So I'm just going to nip down the road and fetch my friend Carly. Carly's a top business coach. She's a Midlands girl like me who now lives most of the year in the Canary Islands. So I'm going to rope Carly in and she can help me explain some of the opportunity, and hopefully it'll make you a little less bored as well, listening to me for 40 minutes. The reason that I like to get Carly talking about the forever opportunity is because she had a really different perception about it before she met me, and I love her candidness, her honestness about that, and I think that you guys who perhaps have your own reservations, perhaps might be professional people like Carly, will resonate with some of the things that she's got to say, and hear how her opinions changed after meeting me. She's obsessed with this mountain here, and she lives just on the bottom of it, so it's really nice as well to have Kylie move into the area, because having lived here myself in the villa for over 10 years and working between the UK and here and around the world, I get kind of used to the weather, I get used to the sea, I get used to the mountains, and it's like seeing it all again with fresh eyes, listening to Kylie's enthusiastic talk about the island and her love of all things here. So it's just wonderful to watch someone who's fulfilling her dream and bringing up her family, working part-time, earning six figures, working from home, and I just massively respect that. So off I go to get Carly and we'll see what she's got to say.
So I had been exposed to Forever and other companies with a similar business model for quite a while, and although they've been on my radar, I hadn't really been massively impressed, and that really was because I didn't really see it as a viable business offer, and I didn't see it as a viable business offer for a professional with a business in their own right. I perhaps made some assumptions about the business, which was my fault, but they felt very genuine at the time. And then since meeting you and finding out more about the details, I now see that Forever is a company that is so passionate about the development of its products and the development of its people. And that really is my passion too, personal development and health and well-being. And so I now see that these are products that are absolute life changers. So I'm a big fan of the products. And then secondly, I really see this as a business opportunity that has so much going for it that somebody would almost be mad not to really get into the detail of it and really have a look at what it can do for them. I see it as a massive opportunity to earn alongside what you're doing already. I see it as a massive opportunity to grow the business without having to do what most people think, which is go out and sell to your mum and to your sister and to your best friend, although that might happen naturally as you've mentioned. social networking and the online movement has really opened up such a huge community for everybody.
Absolutely.
That really this can be done in a very professional way, a very strategic way, and absolutely can be done with the professionalism that it deserves. This isn't about knocking on doors, it's not about having boxes of products, it's about presenting a really amazing opportunity to people who can make a difference to their lives. And so I have been really inspired by the way that you show up on social media. I've been really inspired by the life that you've built for you and the life that you've built for your family, and then underneath you the ripple effects and the movement of the life that you've helped other people to create. And that started to get me excited, because you are inspirational. So it started to get me a thirst for wanting to know more about the business. And then when you look at the hard facts, when you look about the earning potential, when you look about the legacy that you can leave for your children, this business pays out consistently, and really builds something that's secure, something that it's exciting, and you get to do it all through making connections with like-minded people. This is about spending your time kind of having a think about who you can really help, who you can support, who you can develop, and who you really want to spend time with, and then going out there and, like we're doing now, getting together and having some fun. I see so many entrepreneurs sat at their kitchen table feeling lonely, not having anybody to bounce off. Yes, it was the right thing for them to leave corporate life, but they've lost their network, they've lost their family, they're not taken off to all these big events. I really don't mind sharing that my background is Barclays, HSBC recruitment, and I loved being taken to events. I loved really going for it to be the best at what I did, and having that social acceptance and recognition. And so really for me, Forever is everything that I love about corporate, added together with everything that I love about business, bringing in all of the benefits that I want to get from business in terms of creating a movement, helping other people, and making a great income for myself.
From home.
And it's easy, accessible, and honestly, when the opportunity was brought to me, I fundamentally thought this isn't something that I want to do, and yet the more and more and more I understand about it, for me it's a no-brainer. It's such an easy decision. It's absolutely the right thing for anybody who has a good business brain to be taking out there and creating some magic in their life from.
Let's talk about my managers. Some of the people who are frontline managers to me, which basically means people I've directly recruited and developed into managers and leaders within Forever within their own rights. The first one for me was Debbie Nwangwa. She was a friend of a friend and someone I approached on Facebook. She had been offered the Forever opportunity before, as she lives very close to head office in Warwick, UK, but at the time it wasn't for her. Debbie was in the corporate world for 12 years as a trainer in oil and gas. She was travelling away from home an awful lot. She'd never spent a summer with her boys, Jaden and Kai. And Martin, Debbie's husband, was travelling 3 hours a day to his job as an IT consultant. So they knew they needed to change something in their lives as they weren't getting the right home-life balance. They wanted to send their second son, Kai, to Warwick Boys School, and they needed to find the fees, but they couldn't possibly work any more hours than they were already doing so, and they wanted a bit more of quality of life. So Debbie jumped in, both feet. Bless her, I'd only just joined myself, so I didn't know what I was doing. She didn't know what she was doing, so we very much developed this business side by side, hand in hand, and did our whole Forever journey together. I'm pleased to say that within just over 2 years, Debbie was able to sack her boss, and we do laugh about the fact that after 12 years service with this huge company, she was given a gift of a cordless house phone. Thank you very much. Whereas Forever actually gave her a trip to Hawaii, almost £5,000 bonus check. It gave her a holiday to Sardinia in Italy. She took the boys and Martin. It's given her the ability to put Kai now into Warwick Boys School. They have a brand new BMW on the drive, and they're about to add another one to that. So by the time you're watching this clip, they'll have 2 on the drive. Martin's been able to get rid of that job with the 3-hour commute, and he now just works much less hours, much closer to home. And Debbie works full-time on Forever, but she's able to drop the boys off at school, pick them up, attend all their sporting events. She's a real stay-at-home mum now. But she's also a kick-ass business lady, and she's just developing the most amazing business that pays her over 5 times that of her corporate salary within 3 years. So she's got a luxury income. She spent the first ever summer holiday, the whole 8 weeks off with her kids in 2013. And the future for her is for her, Martin, Jaden and Kai is very, very exciting. She's helped to inspire a lot of people to get healthier, and develop lots of businesses for lots of mums like her and other professional business people looking to leave the corporate world. So well done, Debbie. She's great to have on the team. Zara Harris. Zara has an MBE for her work within the forces. She's a client director of a global mobile phone company. She is married to Stuart. Stuart's a 8 times Ironman, and he's a construction project manager, both running really busy corporate careers. Their parents are beautiful, beautiful Poppy, who's age 3 now. We met on Facebook. We were introduced. They became my first customers pretty much, because Zara being a fitness freak, into spinning and running and looking after herself, and Stuart being an 8 times Ironman, they were really into natural products and really liked to have supplements. And drinking the gel helped them immensely. So what we did is we developed a relationship based around friendship and the products. And I did talk to them about the business many times. They didn't actually bite at all, because they didn't think that it was for them. But in January 2013, when work became a little less appealing for them, using their work ethic, their great motivation, their commitment, they jumped into the Forever opportunity within 5 months, working around, getting up earlier, staying up a little bit later, working around Poppy in their corporate careers. They made the manager position. They're now becoming trainers in their own right within Forever, great mentors. They have a fantastic team. They're on track to hit all of the company incentives. Can't wait to go on holiday with them twice a year. Really proud of Zara and Stuart there in the UK. Let's talk about Louise. Louise was my best friend of over 20 years, one of Arabella's godmothers. Never spoke to her about the business, although she was a great customer of mine. The reason I never spoke to her is because I didn't really want to make anything awkward between us. If she said no, I didn't want her to feel awkward. But what I realised was I had been robbing her of the opportunity, because Louise was working 7 days a week, managing her business from home. She has a beautiful little girl, Molly, and she had recently moved back from London and had her dream house in Kenilworth with her fiancé, Phil. But what she realised was, when she came over to Sardinia as my +1 on a free holiday from Forever in May, she was just massively inspired by everybody there and all the different types of people, and she got to hear about the opportunity in more detail. And she knew that she had to get involved, because she heard that it was a willable income, that she could have a residual income, and she could provide things that her current home-based business wouldn't be able to provide her. So she jumped in both feet again. Within 6.5 weeks, she pretty much cleared her whole calendar of any social engagements and just did Forever. Within 6.5 weeks, she made the manager position. She's got a vibrant team of go-getters, all similar people to her. Much like Julie and Jonathan and some of my other managers, she just ticks every single box on the list of things that would make her a successful Forever distributor. And I feel a little bit bad, actually, that I didn't get her involved in the business before, but I'm so pleased to be working with her now. That's Louise in the UK. Julie in Canada. She's one of the top account managers, bringing in millions of pounds of contracts for a multinational hotel group. She's Arabella's godmother, I used some of the payment from Forever this year to book a family holiday to Canada. We spent some time with her in her hotel in Toronto. We went down to Niagara Falls. We spent some time at her beautiful beach house. And she got involved in the Forever opportunity. I'd never mentioned it to her before. Again, not wanting to make things awkward, but how silly was I not to have given her the opportunity before, because actually Julie's perfect for this job. And she used the products, she joined, she had amazing results with the weight management, amazing results. All her friends wanted to get involved. All her network wanted to get involved. She just developed a huge team. She made manager within 10 weeks. She made car plan within 4 months, and she's just absolutely flying. Jonathan and I had a coffee meeting at Tim Hortons, which is a coffee shop in Toronto, and he wasn't interested in the business. Jonathan is hugely successful. He has had a security firm, a massive security firm in Toronto for 20 years. He's British. But what he did want to do was, because he has been enjoying his success a little bit too much and living the good life too much, he was overweight and he was not healthy at all. So he wanted to get his hands on the weight management product. So he signed up for that, really, so he could get a discount, which is fine, being a savvy businessman. But his results were just unreal. And then he began to realise what a no-brainer getting involved in the business was. Seems everybody was asking him what he'd done, and wow, Jonathan, you look great, what's going on? Get me some of what you're on. So Jonathan, manager within 10 weeks, car plan within 4 months, running an international team around his huge security business, and just a delight to work with. Neither Jonathan or Julie needed hardly any mentoring at all, just being pointed in the right direction, so I'm very lucky there. So who else have we got? We've got Mandy. So Mandy I found on Facebook, and I approached her because she was a beauty therapist working from home. I could see in her pictures she was a mum to sons aged 15 and 18. She was a wife, she had a horse. So, with the vet's coat of arms, there's an aloe plant on there, because aloe's been used with animals for centuries and centuries. I actually have a vet on my team. And I approached her and she said no. And the reason she said no was because she had been involved in Forever 9 years prior to this. And she hadn't got on very well, she hadn't proceeded, she hadn't had the right support, she hadn't had, they didn't have back then what we have now with the online training and things like that, things that have been much improved. So she said no, and that was fine, but we connected on Facebook and we kept in touch. And when the new year came around and she herself was looking to get a bit healthier, she got in touch with me about the weight management products. And she decided to re-sign from her previous team that she had been active for over 2 years or 9 years or something. She decided to re-sign to my team. She developed herself with my help into a fantastic manager. She's got a manager business. She was able to spend loads more time with her horse because she was able to reduce her hours in the beauty salon. She was able to go on holiday and not worry about the fact that she was cancelling clients, because she'd still be getting paid by Forever. So she's enjoying much more time off now. Her and her husband are delighted to have provided a great financial future now for the boys. And life's looking pretty rosy for Mandy right now. So again, really proud of her. Sarah Skinner, a stranger on Facebook. She had contacted me because she'd heard that aloe could help her with a particular condition, with her health. She was a professional dancer. She was a entertainment manager. She was teaching dancing, but she was retiring from professional dancing and she needed to do something else. She also wanted that extra time to spend with Eloise, her daughter, without having to travel away all the time and leave her with her mum. And she also wanted to take her to Disneyland. That was her first goal. Within 4 months she'd achieved that. She became a manager in the business. She's helped hundreds of people with their health. She's quit dancing, which is great. She's really got stuck into what her passion is now, which is triathlons, boot camps and fitness. And she's just really enjoying her Forever journey. And again, I'm really looking forward to going on holiday twice a year with her. We get on so well now. It's a friend that's been brought into my life by Forever that I didn't have before. And it's lovely that our girls now get to go up together. Okay, so obviously we need to know who are Forever Living Products. We are an international company. We were founded in 1978 in the USA, and in 1978 I was just one. We have an experienced and long-standing senior management team who have real vision and who are still driving the company forward today. We have a turnover of over $2.5 billion. And on top of that, which is really important to me, was the fact that we actually are underpinned by assets of 1.5 billion. Mostly being property and a lot of income generating property too. We're cash rich and totally debt free. So when I'm talking to people who are perhaps looking at leaving their corporate careers, building a forever business up that will replace their corporate income, they want to know that the security will still be there. And with this company, you could not be more secure. We're in health and nutrition. It's predicted to be the next $1 trillion industry. And it's very much a case of, this is the time to be in health and nutrition. You need to get on this train or you're going to miss it. Let's look at the company sales. As you can see, there has never been any troughs, any dips. It's literally been 35 years of soaring sales and growth, which has taken us right to the top of our industry, and we are the market leaders. So where are we? We are now actually located in 155 different countries. So we're spanning the globe. Once you register in your own country, you are then, you almost like having a license, if you like, to operate your mini franchise worldwide. So you don't need to register into each country individually. Once you are allocated your own identification number with Forever Living, you can then use that identification number to build your businesses, develop customers in all of the countries that we're in. And there's a really good list, if you want to check it out, an up-to-date list on discoverforever.com under the join section. So have a little look there and check out all the different countries. And I'm really delighted to say that, in fact, I have got businesses with Forever, I've got customers with Forever in countries I have never ever been to, because the internet now has made the world a much smaller place, and word of mouth business has become more popular again. It's always the best way to grow your business, and now the more people that you talk to, the more people that you become connected to, and you find that your network can grow worldwide very, very easily. So I receive checks from countries that I can't pronounce, countries I could not show you on this map, and I will always receive those. And I'm also getting to visit a lot of the countries that I've never been to too, thanks to Forever and paid for by Forever. So it's great to be part of a global business. Something that I should tell you here as well that's really quite interesting. Once Forever has arrived in a country, it's never withdrawn from that country, no matter what the situation. So once we are committed to a country, then you can be sure that we will always be there, which is a great thing. So what is team marketing and how does it differ from traditional marketing? Your average manufacturer will manufacture a product. That then has to be given to a national agent who will sell it to the wholesaler, who have to create a sales force. They have to pay for advertising, big celebrity endorsements, billboards, magazines. Then it gets put down to the retailer, and then finally it gets put down to the consumer. So it's a massive big chain of people that all need to take a cut, that all need to have jobs to do just to get the product from the manufacturer to the consumer. Well, Forever don't want to do that. We don't want to have shops. We don't want to have all this massive advertising. What we want to do is just manufacture the products ourselves, ship those out to the distributor, which is you and me, and then pass that on to the consumer. So the profit that would have gone to all of these people you can see on the right hand side of the screen will actually go to you instead, and that's one of the ways that we get paid. It's perhaps just the long and short of it, really. So let's look at the benefits of team marketing in this way. It's an uncapped and willable income. By uncapped, what I mean is you can earn as much as you want to earn. This is a job where you get truly paid for your worth. So that's leaving a real legacy, and you're building security not just for yourselves, but for your family, not just for now, not for the next 5 years, 10 years, 50 years, but forever. And I really don't know of another company that would do that for you. It's part-time or full-time. I started with 10 hours a week, choose to do it full-time now, but that's only because that's what I want to do. And when I say full-time, I'll probably say about 6 hours a day for about 4 or 5 days a week. And I just integrate it into my day-to-day lifestyle, which is pretty fantastic now. So it's flexible hours that you can fit around your family and your other commitments. The training is immense. There's full training and support program. It's mostly online, or you can go to different places in your country, in your local area, and get involved in training there too. The personal development side is just unreal. You can plan your own goals and work with your team to help you achieve them. You literally don't get anywhere in this business without helping others to get where they want to get to, which is again a great thing. You determine your rate of success. It's up to you and nobody else. It's a proven business building method. It's been around for 36 years, so we don't need guinea pigs. We know what we're doing. We just need more people to do it with us. It's an international business building opportunity, as we discussed, and we have a profit share program. So this is now called Chairman's Bonus, and this is where once a year the company will divide a certain percentage of its profits into its top leaders, and I was lucky enough to achieve that within 2 years and receive a great check on a fantastic stage in Hawaii, and it was just unreal, absolutely unreal. My check was about just over $8,000 US. I wouldn't have cared if it was 50 pence, because the whole experience and the achievement for me was just worth every single hour. Car plan, that's again something that's fantastic. We can pay you an extra amount every month if you want to put it on a car. You can put it on a boat, put it on a holiday, put it on whatever it is that you want. And again, the international travel incentives. So what do? We use the products. You can become your own best customer. So you use the products within the family. You don't have to buy from other people's shops anymore. You can buy everything from your own shop. Share those products, talk to people about the benefits which you will feel, and develop some regular customers. Build a team, talk to people about the opportunity, talk to people about forever, and find 5 key people to help work through the simple cycle. And then you simply coach others to do the same. You simply coach others to go through that same cycle, to develop customers and to share the business opportunity. So we just go round the business cycle. So the business cycle is thinking, first of all, who do you know? Whether it's family, friends, work colleagues, relatives, everyone basically can benefit from the products and the business opportunity. So you make contact with them and show them the business opportunity, perhaps by sending them this very same clip. You can show them a full business presentation at a local head office or a local business presentation close to you, which I can tell you about. And then it's springing into action, planning, training, and just going through the same cycle. It's simple, it's duplicatable, it's effective, and it is great fun. So why would you want to do it? Why wouldn't you want to do it? It's fun, you can get travel, new car, you be your own boss. Maybe you just want to pay the school fees, maybe you want to meet people, get extra cash, enjoy a great lifestyle, pension. That's something that I never had thought about before, because when I started my own business, I was 23. And that's the kind of stuff people don't teach you at school, is it? That you need a pension, and we can't rely on the state nowadays. So forever is a super pension. So that's a weight off my mind now. Extra cash is great to be able to treat yourself, your family and your friends to things that perhaps you wouldn't have done in the past. Working from home, some of you might already do that, so you'll know how great that is. Some of you might be stuck in the 9 to 5 and commuting, or even working in a different country and want to get back home. So working from home is just possibly the ultimate freedom for me personally. So personal fulfillment, financial freedom, helping others is just amazing. And to become debt-free and get lots of recognition and be successful at the same time. So there's lots of reasons why people would get involved in the Forever opportunity, and I wonder if any of those resonate with you. So let's talk about, how does team marketing work? So let's take the initial 10 hours that I took a week to build a business. So what you want to do is find just 2 other people that, like you, want those things that we just mentioned on the previous slide. You take those 2 people through the cycle and you develop them into putting 20 hours a week into their business. So that's another 20 hours to add to your 10 hours. So now you've got 30 hours going into your business and you're only doing 10. Help those 2 to get 2 more each. There you go, your 40 hours. Help those 4 get 2 each, and there you go with another 8. Now help those 8 get 2 people each, and you've got 16. So a team of 30 doing 10 hours a week each puts 300 hours of work into your business per week. You only personally found 2 of those people. How hard is it to do that and just to simply get your team to duplicate that? I think you'll agree it's not hard at all. So let's expand your thinking a little bit to the power of 5. Now I like this slide, this excites me. Introduce 5 people into your business, doing 10 hours a week, 50 hours. Get those 5 to find 5 people. That's going to give you 250 hours a week going into your 10-hour a week business. And then those 25 introduce 5, 125. Those 125 introduce 5, it's 625 hours. So not including you, that's 780 new people in your team, 7,800 working hours going into your business. And if they're looking after just 20 customers each, that's 15,500 customers, and you'll get a bonus from Forever on your entire team's turnover. Realistically, 5 people don't find 5 people, find 5 people, find 5 people. Realistically, what will happen is maybe one person will go off and find 100 people, one person will go off and find 5 people. You really don't know until you start working with someone what's going to happen. But to develop a team of this size really just takes finding the right people, and hopefully you're one of those. So building a successful business and getting paid, whilst the examples of the income I'm going to discuss, the potential, it's not guaranteed, but it's realistic illustrations of what can be achieved with hard work, application, discipline, and a learning attitude. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is a get-rich scheme, sure, but you've got to put the work in. No business was built overnight. Nobody gets, ahead quicker than anyone else. You have to start as a retailer. You have to build your way up into the business developers mindset, and you have to help as many people as possible and basically do what me and the managers I discussed earlier have done. So how do we build a successful business? So we just need to develop a personal case credit business. What's the case credit? So as you heard, we're in 155 different countries, and Forever's internal company currency, like the euro, is called a case credit, and we shorten that to CC. So how much is 1 CC? In the UK, the wholesale price is approximately £159, and retail price approximately £227. Obviously this varies country to country, but it's generally around these figures, which are approximate. So we encourage you to become 4CC active. So the 4CC success habit is using and retailing yourself within 20 customers a month. 4CCs, this will give you a business building discipline, it will give you an immediate income, and it's your route to building team bonus. So how do you do this? You use the products, you share the products, and you build a team. As I said before, it's really not rocket science. So how exactly do we get paid? When you first join, you're a new distributor at 15% discount. So the retail profit of each product that you sell will be at a 15% discount to you. Now, I've made this presentation to appeal to serious business builders. So we will talk about this business in a box that you can buy that will give you 2 CCs and will excel you to the assistant supervisor position. For me personally, it's the best way and the only way to get started. And this is what I encourage. Become an assistant supervisor and you will be on a 30% discount of the products from Forever worldwide, and you'll also start to get 5%, I call it cash back, from the company. So it's effectively a 35% discount. Become a supervisor, which is the next level, which we'll coach you to do by simply introducing other like-minded people into your team and working with them. And then you'll start to get the 30% plus 8% back, and you'll get 3% on everything that your team do as you develop them through the marketing plan. The next level, assistant manager. Can I just interject here actually and say to you, you can never drop down a level. You don't need to do a certain amount of sales per month or get your team to generate a certain amount of sales per month to maintain your title, so to speak. So you will once you become an assistant manager, you will always be an assistant manager until you proceed to the next level. You can't drop down. And once you make a position in one country, you're that same position around the world. So you don't have to qualify in all the different countries. It's a 75 CCs to get to this position, and all of our promotions are done in 2 consecutive months. So that's the current month and the month before, or the current month and the month after. So here your cashback, so to speak, goes up to 13%. So you're now on a 43% profit from the company, and you're going to get paid 8% on all of your assistant supervisors, 5% on all of your supervisors. So you're growing the business and you're getting paid on all of your entire downline. Different levels depends on how much effort you need to put into each person as you develop them into individual standalone leaders, which is ideally what we need to do. Manager. For me, this is where the magic happens, because once you reach the manager position, you're in a position to be able to develop other managers and to reach the six-figure incomes. So at this point, you're still on the 30% discount, but you're getting 18% cash back. So effectively 48% discount. You're getting 10% on all of your supervisors. On all of your assistant managers who need a little less of your time now, you're getting 5%. And on your assistant supervisors, the new people that are bringing in that need you most of your help, you're getting 13% on those. So how do we get paid? Once we're managers, you get approximately $1,200 per month, which is a great extra income. Once you develop one manager frontline to you, you'll get an extra $900 a month. The next manager down from them, $450 a month. The next manager down from them, $300 a month. So that's a royalty income. So you're being paid much like a pop star would get paid to make a record once, and then they get paid again and again every time it gets played. You only need to develop these people to manager once, and you'll be paid on them for the rest of your life as a thank you from forever for finding that person and developing them and creating that business for them. So that's just for 3 managers in one line down, $1,650 a month. Can you see how that would work? And then on top of what you're getting paid yourself as a manager, that's an income of £2,850. At that point, a lot of people are thinking about sacking the boss, perhaps doing less work in their day job or whatever they're currently committed to, and concentrating a little bit more on their forever business as they really see the potential, which is what happened to me. So an average manager turnover is around $15,000 per calendar month. Now imagine if you had 5 lines of managers like that. So 5 lines of people generating an income for you of $2,850. Can you see how it all adds up here? So then if we get 2 managers sponsored directly to us, sponsored is the company jargon, it basically is being recruited. So if you recruit 2 people directly to you and you develop them into managers, you're looking at an income of approximately $29,000 to $70,000 a year. Soaring manager, which is 5 managers personally sponsored to you, you're looking at between $35,000 and $79,000 per annum. Sapphire manager, now I'm currently on year 3 and I'm between soaring and sapphire manager, and my income is in excess of $100,000 a year, so I can certainly back these figures up. So sapphire manager, 9 managers, just 9 other people like you that want to be a manager and live this lifestyle, working from home part-time, and you'll be looking at $38,000 to $107,000 a year. And this is an income that will always be there for you because you've set up this team and it's a royalty income. Now this is where it gets super exciting. It's where I'm heading in the next 2 years. Diamond Sapphire manager, 17 personally sponsored managers, just 17 people like you that want to develop a forever manager business, and you're looking at $140,000 to $204,000 a year. Diamond manager, this is our top position, 25 people around the world, personally recruited by you and developed by you. We look at an income here of $270,000 to, well, the sky's the limit. There are certainly diamond managers making over $1 million a year, and that's what me and the managers I've introduced to you today are heading towards and will achieve, because we're simply following the cycle that the company has provided for us. It's not rocket science, guys. So profit share. So this is where we get to go once a year on a fantastic holiday with our family, with our partner, and we get to receive a certain amount of bonus, if you like, annual bonus. And the checks in Hawaii in 2013, which was my first bonus, which I got within 2 years, ranged from I think $2,000 and the highest one was just over 1.1 million. The lady on the right there is one of my mentors, and her check in Hawaii was just over 800,000. In fact, I think it was nearly 900,000. It was pretty phenomenal to see the company give away £21 million. And that's because they don't have shareholders. So instead of having to report and give bonuses to their shareholders, they give it to us instead, because after all, it's us that have made the profits for them. So it's a thank you really from Rex Morn, who's the owner and director of the company, to say thanks to us for our hard work. So once you qualify for this profit share or chairman's bonus, 1 year, then it's pretty guaranteed that if you continue the same level of business, that your check will grow every year. And the more people you help to this position, the bigger your check will be, because not only do you get your check, but you get a copy of their check on top of your check, which is pretty cool. Okay, so what other extras have we got? So there's the Earned Incentive Program. It's called the Earned Incentive Program, but most people will nickname it Car Plan. And this is something that I achieved within 2 years. You can be paid up to $6,300 a year to buy a car of your choice. I already had my car, so I put that money aside, and I call it my holiday fund. I've got a lady on the team who buys Louboutins with it. I've got a chap on the team that likes to buy Rolexes. So whatever it is that you want to buy, whether it's a car or something else snazzy, there's a guy that's bought a boat. You qualify over a 3-month period and you get paid it for 3 years. It's just unbelievable. International travel. So in the year that I'm making this video, which was my 3rd year in the business, well, between year 2 and 3, I was able to travel to Hawaii. I was able to travel to Sardinia in Italy. These are places I've never been to before. And when you travel with Forever, you travel in style. It's nothing but the best. They give you activity money, they give you meal money, they give you your flights, your accommodation. We went via LA to Hawaii, we went via Rome to Sardinia. And the most amazing thing is you also get spending money. Now, I didn't actually read the small print before I started it with Forever. I just started doing it. And when I arrived in Hawaii, I was told to go and collect my credit card, and this just blew me away. I was given a Forever Hawaii credit card with hundreds of dollars spending money on, and I was told I could withdraw it from the cash point, or I could spend it in resort on whatever I wanted, on top of everything else. And I must confess, I actually thought that it was a mistake, so I went straight to the cash point and withdrew it before they could tell me that they'd got it wrong. So let's have a look at what some of the people say, and from this you can see that Jane here, who I spoke about earlier, who had a check of almost 900,000, who's a great dear friend of mine. I'm very, very lucky to be part of her team, and if you decide to start this journey, you will also be part of this team, which is the #1 in the UK, one of the top leading teams in the world. Jane and John, amazing people. What they've done is they've built a phenomenal business over 20 years, and they are reaping the rewards. They have a fantastic lifestyle. They have set up a fantastic charity in Africa. They help an awful lot of people, and they're just great fun. And Chris and Alan, again, wonderful people. They were PLC company directors that escaped the rat race and now live a luxury lifestyle without the corporate stress. Then we've got Dr. Sylvia, again, NHS. I think she was in the NHS, or she's been a doctor for 19 years. Fell in love with the products and fell in love with the business opportunity, and now builds worldwide. We've got graduates that come in, rather than trying to fight and squabble over graduate jobs, and using their enthusiasm and the skills that they've learned at uni and applying that to the Forever business, and they really excel. We've got Natalie, and again, somebody whose team we're in, and she was literally a lady who wanted to work from her home to be around the children. Her children are her motivation. She wants to be at the school gate. She is at the school gates every day. And the children, Will and Rosie, call themselves the Forever Kids, and they love going on holidays and all the great things that Forever can bring them. And the great thing about these people are, you get to know them, your kids get to know each other, and we all get to go on holiday together twice a year, and our kids grow up with each other, and that's just a wonderful thing. So why Forever products, you might be asking? Well, we're the #1 world grower and producer of aloe vera and beehive based products. So we own about 85% of the world's aloe fields, and it's a superior quality products from safe, GM-free ingredients. We don't use any nasticides, no pesticides, artificial fertilizers. Our aloe is organically grown. And we've got a patented stabilization process that means that our aloe is the top quality aloe that no one else can replicate. So when you're looking for a really good quality product that's unique and the world leader, then this is it. And you don't have to be an expert in every single thing within the Forever business, because we have an advisory board of highly qualified professionals that we can email for advice at any time. And you'll see there Dr. Peter Atherton, he wrote a book, I think it's called The Miracle Plant, Aloe Vera, the Miracle Plant. And again, he was a GP that decided to go into alternative natural medicines, and he became the world leader in this, and that's whose team we're in. So how wonderful is that? David Urch, he's our vet. A lot of our products can be used on animals too, which is great. And Dawn Parker, our nutritionist and beauty expert. So the products are pure and simple, and they're for everyone. So it's not just you, your parents, your children, your cousins, your friends, your family. It's your animals as well. We are approved by the International Aloe Science Council. Believe it or not, our aloe is so fresh and live that it still thinks it lives in the plant when it's in the bottles, and it does that for 5 years. And the International Aloe Science Council have certified that. It's also approved by the Islamic Society. We have kosher rating. We are animal friendly. We are cruelty free. We don't test on animals. We test on each other. We test on our managing directors. We certainly don't make any animal suffer in the making of our products and the testing of our products. In the UK, we have an unconditional 60-day money-back satisfaction guarantee. In Europe, it's 30 days. So country to country, that varies ever so slightly. We'll confirm it with the country that you decide to register in. But that, again, it shows you how confident we are that our products are fantastic. But if you don't think so, you can have your money back as a customer. So those things are really great certifications to have, and we are very proud of that. Right, so does it all sound too good to be true? It is true, but what the truth is, it will only work if you take it seriously. Any new venture is going to require some time and effort, and it's pretty much going to be consistent time and effort. And whether that's 10 hours a week, 15, 20, whatever you can dedicate, I certainly don't think that it can be done in less than 10 hours a week. This is no different to any new business. It takes time. You have to sow seeds and you have to nurture those seeds. Some will grow and some won't. You need to be self-motivated, and you need to be willing to work closely with the person that introduced you to that business. That could be me, one of my managers that I introduced, or any one of our worldwide team. So you need to work closely with them and be coached. You need to be prepared not to keep this a secret. You need to be proud and tell everybody what you're doing. You can't deny anybody the opportunity either to use the products or to get involved in this great business. You need to be coachable. You need to attend all the relevant training you can, whether that's in person or online. For me, it was online because I was already working 6 days a week, and I was in the Canary Islands where there was no local training to me. So I did everything I could online because I knew that knowledge was power, and if I wanted to be confident, if I wanted this to work, I had to take responsibility and absorb every little bit of training that I could, and then I was able to replicate that down my team. You need to be willing to think big. Dream big, set goals for yourself and your family, because we can help you reach those goals. So think what it is you want to earn, treble it. Think of the house that you want to buy, make it 10 times bigger. Think really big, because it's true that Forever can be the vehicle to help you reach all of your dreams if you apply a great attitude, you commit the time that it's required to become successful, you commit to having your regular customers and taking care of them, and you build your team and you develop 5 key people. So that's how Forever will work for you. It's very much the saying, if it's going to be, it's up to me. We can show you how, we can hold your hand, we can run alongside you, we'll point you in the right direction and take care of you, but we can't do the business for you. You have to do it yourself. And the sense of achievement when you hit those high figures and you help as many people as possible is just fantastic. So I would definitely say it's not going to be easy all of the time, but it is definitely going to be worth it. I have to say, people, one thing that is so true in this business, a year from now, you'll wish you started today. So what are you waiting for?
If, like me, when you see this presentation, you were excited, and you're as excited as I still clearly am today about this opportunity, you're going to want to know the answer to this question that everybody wants to ask. How much does it cost to get involved? What's the franchise fee? Well, it isn't really a franchise. It's the opportunity for you to be self-employed, working from home under the umbrella of this phenomenal company. Now, there's just a simple thing you have to do. You need to ask the person who's asked you to watch this video. It could be me, it could be one of the managers that I've introduced you to on this clip, or it could have been one of our team. So you need to go back to that person and ask them for the application form. Anywhere in the world, within the 155 countries where we currently operate, and we are expanding that, you'll have a form. This is the UK form. The head office in the UK is at Longbridge Manor in Warwick. You don't need to go to head office, you simply need to request the form from the person that asked you to watch this video. Now, the form could be a paper form like this that we can email to you or bring around to you, depending on where you are and how we know you, or we can send you a link via the internet to sign up. So what do we need to know on this application form? We need to know who you are, where you live, how we can pay you, so essentially your bank details for paying in purposes, never for taken out purposes. We need to know if you have a partner that you want to name, or a husband or wife that you want to name, to have a joint application with them. So if you want to get started and you filled out your application form, what's the next stage? Well, you need to get your hands on some products, and we can do this in two separate ways. First of all, whichever country you're in, you can either make a minimum order of products. Here in Spain, it's €60, and in England, it's £100. I think America, it's $50, and so on. So you make a minimum order of products, which will be at a 15% discount from the recommended retail price. And you'll get your hands on those products so you know what you're talking about, so you can really start using them and get to know them and develop a passion for them, because you're going to want to know what kind of business that you're in and what kind of products that you're going to be training people how to use and how to promote. So that's the first step. If you are serious about this business, which is what I did as a businesswoman looking in at this opportunity, I took the combo pack option. The company has in each country put together a combo box, so very generously discounted at 30% off, and this is the box. You'll see here it says Touch of Forever. In the UK it's called the New Distributor Pack. In most countries it's called the Touch of Forever combo, but this is a pack that actually is put together at the 30% discount. It also gives you your first promotion within the company from new distributor to assistant supervisor, and it gives you a box full of all of the literature that you need, all of the business tools that you need, and a huge range of the products, so you can really evaluate them, you can start using them, you can start really sharing the benefits. And I certainly think that that's a really good way to get started. The price of this varies country to country. In the UK, it's £199.75. Where in the world could you start a franchise for less than £200? It's just an absolute bargain. As you know, I started my business with this. I now make in excess of £100,000 a year. So did I do the right thing by investing in this box of products? Yes, I definitely did, because for less than £200 I've got a six-figure income. Now, when I say invest, I don't mean an investment in the company, because the company don't need investors. The company is a $2.8 billion company. They don't want your money, what they want is your time and your efforts into helping them build a network to distribute their products. So they certainly don't want investors. There's no joining fee, there's no investment fee, there's no franchise fee, there's no membership fee, you can't drop down levels or anything like that. So it's literally getting your hands on the toolbox. The Touch of Forever is different prices all around the world. I think in a lot of places in Europe it's about €450. As I said, in the UK, £199. When that box comes, to be honest, it's like Christmas. I could not wait to get my hands on mine. You'll have 24, 48 hours to get your hands on those products, start using them, start reading the business literature that's inside the box. And then what will happen is your mentor, which is the person that's introduced you to the business, will give you a call and arrange to meet up with you either via FaceTime, Skype, Google Hangout, or in person at a coffee shop, at your house, their house, wherever's more convenient for you. And they'll go through something called the First Steps to Manager booklet with you, and this is like your planning document. It's your business plan. It takes you through everything you need to know about the business, starting with your goals and dreams and what your plan is. It's really important that we get to know what it is that you want out of life, because if not, we can't make you the directions and we can't make you the plan to get there, using forever as your vehicle. It's pretty much like if I got in my car this morning without knowing where I was going, I'd still be driving around today in circles until tonight, and I would not have progressed and I would not have got anywhere, and it would have just cost me money and petrol. So we don't want that to happen to you with your business. So you need to be really clear when talking to your business mentor what it is that you want, what it is you want personally, what it is you want professionally, financially, for you and your family. So we get those written down in this book, and then what we do is, as your mentors, it's our job to take you through a plan in order to achieve those goals. And it's really quite simple. At the minute, this document is both in English and in Spanish. It's downloadable and it's available in this little booklet. And then what we'll do is we'll coach you through that, and it's up to you what you want to achieve with regards to the speed at which you want to go. If you want to walk, then we'll hold your hand and walk alongside you. If you want to run, then we'll be getting our trainers on and we'll get this show on the road. So that's how you get started. It's a free application form. Then your option to either get your hands on the products with a small minimum order, or if you're a clever bunny like me, you'll be getting one of these business in the boxes and starting on as seriously as you mean to go on. So get in touch with the person that asked you to watch this video now, and get that form and get it filled in, and I look forward to welcoming you into the team soon. Ciao for now.